Good evening and welcome. So it is Tuesday, maybe? Monday was a day off, a holiday in Denmark, so everything is weird. But I think it's Tuesday. The sounds of Factorio in the background hints that it's either a Tuesday, a Thursday, or a Sunday. And I don't think it's a Sunday. So, Tuesday it must be. Good evening. How are you guys doing? Been up to anything interesting today? I haven't. Not a damn thing. Didn't even make a YouTube video today. The one that I released today was actually made yesterday, so I didn't do anything meaningful today, and I kind of regret it, because now I'm, instead of being ahead of schedule, now I'm in good old just struggling at sort of right behind the schedule, or sort of right up to the deadline, at least as usual. You posting the schedule just yesterday made me to miss the stream yesterday. No. That's no. Nope. I'm streaming every day at 8 p.m. Central European time. And I post the schedule on Sunday for the next week. Not yesterday. Sunday. So if you don't read it, if you don't know that I stream every day, every single day at 8 p.m., that's not this me posting the schedule's fault. So that's yeah. let's there's a limit to what I can do. Yeah, turn on Twitch notifications, turn on Discord notifications. Know that every day at exactly the same time I go live. That's also an option, and that I keep my schedule very rigorous. So I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna be accepting the blame on that one. So. Except Saturday. Every day except Saturday. Except most Saturdays I still do a bonus stream. But that's the one you don't know. You don't know if I'm going to be streaming on Saturday. That's the only way that you don't know. So that's the one day. But, you know, if I say, sometimes I say definitely stay off, and then most of the time that's true. I am something I have been wondering about. Because I've been also looking at other YouTubers' content. And this is a bad date. Well, it could be a good date. Just complete all the checks boxes and be done by 8 o'clock. Isn't that a perfect date? I think it is. So, well, something I've noticed with me and other YouTubers that make comparable content. It seems my audience is a bit different. When I look at other YouTubers, the main comments are, oh yeah, this is awesome. Oh yeah, cool. I like that you showed this. Ooh, that's awesome. Oh my god, you always do this. But I think that most of my comments are like, well, actually, you could do this. Or actually, did you know that there's a Control F search function in Factorio? It's like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? I just don't. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Like, there are so many people who correct things that either are blatantly obvious, that or like suggest things that are blatantly obvious that I just didn't do because, I mean, I didn't need to use the search function. I could just scroll down and click on the one I wanted to find. Or are correcting things that are not really a correction. Like Captain of Industry. Actually, you could just lower the priority of the diesel generators, and then you don't have to disable it. Like, I know, of course I know that. But if I do that, then I need to have a crew in there, and they take 3 crew each. So if I have 10 of those, that's 30 population that's reserved to not doing anything. Obviously, I'm not going to have 30 population allocated to something that's not going to happen anytime soon. So of course I disable them, so I free up the population, so I don't have to feed them and house them, so I can use them for something else. And if the panic hits, then I can do that and disable something else. Obvious, right? But yet it's still like, well, actually, you could, I don't know. There must be something about my demeanor that invites people to disagree. Did you know you can disable comments? Thank you. I do that on my VOD channel because there's no point in people commenting and expecting me to read or reply. So I'm not going to read or reply, so I might as well disable it on there. Gather engineers with your content, so there's a normal engineer trying to point out stuff. Yeah, it's good. And the thing is, like, some of the stuff is also really difficult because sometimes there's a really good point, like, actually, your monitoring of a copper ingot, since it's a high throughput network, then actually it's monitoring when it's en route as being available, but it's monitoring that it's demanded only when it's actually demanding. So that means there could be a discrepancy in the numbers that lead you to think that you have enough capacity, but doesn't. That's a good comment. I like, right? That's well thought out, well crafted, but I'm pretty sure I know there's a search function in Factorio, right? it's that thing, right? I love those comments that are like, I think there's a problem with that train intersection, because if the one comes there and then it goes under, and then by the same time it's an edge case, but yeah, you know, I go like, that's awesome, thank you for letting me know. So did you know that it's 2104 and the factory is still not growing? Somewhere it's in Finland, it's 2104. Yeah. Didn't mean for my Control F comment to be so offensive. It was just the only one I can remember. There are a million of those every day. Every day there are a million of those that are just mentioning super obvious things or things that I know but I didn't do, and then I either have to sort of go into a discussion about, well, you know, there's a reason why I didn't do this. So, but it doesn't matter. It's just one of those. It's the one comment I can remember. But every day there are so many who are like, yeah, I know that you can actually repair the ship in Captain of Industry and sail it out. I know that. Of course, I know that. But it's still something that, yeah. I guess that it's most of it comes down to sort of you want to participate, and how do you participate? You think, hey, here's a neat little trick. Here's something to help, and it can often be sort of the perception of it is mainly on me, because I think that most of the intention is actually just to be participatory and go like, hey, I found this to be a really cool little thing. Maybe you don't know, maybe you don't. Sometimes there's something that's super obvious that that I didn't even know in Factorio. Like, if someone comes in and goes like, actually, the G key, the connect rolling stock, actually has a purpose, they'll go like, wow, that's fascinating. Fascinating. Someone found an actual use for the connect rolling stock key in Factorio. Thank you so much for the new protector of the path joining the ranks. Despite my raving and rambling, no Discord name linked yet, but I don't know who it is, so thank you. And One Man, thank you for the prime and welcome. Don't let the trolls get you down. Appreciate it. Nah, I don't. It's just that I'm not gonna mention any names, but sometimes I look at other content creators and they're not playing very well. And then I'm not gonna comment on it because I think that's rude, and I'm not gonna be commenting on something like, actually you're not doing it efficiently. But I'm like, ugh, oh, that's not good, that one. And then I just scroll down just to see if there's some comments about it. Then I go like, oh, this is amazing. I'm gonna copy this in my build. Oh, this is so good. Why do you always make the best, coolest things? Like, it's broken. It doesn't work. There's no overflow. There's like, yeah, and yeah. So, but that's, most people watch YouTube to be entertained, not to sort of get an engineering lecture on the ins and outs of Factorio fluid mechanics. Oh, that was one that triggered. I casually mentioned how awful Factorio fluid mechanics was. Oh my god, that triggered some people. Don't hate on them. Ah! Like, no. If the fluid system in Factorio sucks, I'm gonna say it. Like, well, it's because it actually models real fluid dynamics. No, it doesn't. It does not. I'm getting hot. Have you changed the recording session? I usually use headphones so as not to wake the wife with only the right side of the ear. I feel like the more recent videos have more sound coming out of the left side. Okay, that is a problem. The thing is, on a Windows PC, every time you do a Windows update, all the sound settings get reset. So I just try to do things to make it, but I'll keep an eye on it. And usually when Vichu was around, he was excellent at finding examples where there was a misbalance and helping me out figure out what the problem was. I have not deliberately changed anything, but I'm definitely not ruling out that something has changed, because I've had several times before that somehow there's a left-right imbalance, because the thing is, like, the microphone catches when I'm moving around, and it should, but it shouldn't for YouTube, right? Because if I just lean over here, then it shouldn't be sort of in one ear and the other. But for live streams, that's fine. But for YouTube, I don't think so. It should just be consistent, flat. So I don't know. Maybe. Oh, hello. Lurking most of the stream. Jeff, maybe you or maybe some other moderators who've been around for a long time could help me on this. Help me figure out if there is a left-right imbalance on my content, either YouTube, Twitch, that kind of thing. You obviously don't hear it myself, but I am completely disregarding all comments from people who have not been around for several years, because then it's probably your settings, and I can't really. That will just be noise and not signal. But the moderators will. Some of the moderators actually watch my content. I mean, yeah. So that'd be a good input. And thank you, Buffs. You are still in the lead with the 42 months. That is amazing. Amazing 42 months. And the founder's badge. Hello, Cameron. Yeah. So many people want to point out something you might not know. Yeah, Copa. I think that's. I'll take it a bit different, but I think that's the part. Like, if you're watching something and you want to go like, I'm part of this conversation. I'm here. And you raise your hand in the lecture and go like, hey, can you explain that thing or something, and then point out something, just to be part of it, not because there's something. And I think that might be some of it. Like, hey, I'm doing it slightly different. Is that because you don't know that you could actually rotate clockwise in Factorio, right? Rotate counterclockwise, anti-clockwise, counterclockwise. That's something I have just muscle memory. Hit R 3 times, right? That's how we did it old school. So, well, actually, Shift R rotates, and that's less clicks. I'm like, really? Modtech, somebody you might want a rainy day project. Thank you. Some other streamer YouTube video, Captain America, and your Let's Play is so much better than anything else I could find. Well, thank you. So it makes the game seem so much more straightforward than this stream. Yeah, that's also intended. I do generally I played it on Twitch, then I plan out what I want to do in the next episode. Then oftentimes I do replay through it and figure out how much I think I can make in an episode, and then I do the recording. So it is, yeah, it's not a blind playthrough. Let's say it like that. It's definitely not blind. So anyway, good evening. Yeah, been loving Captain Industry. I can't put it down. I feel the same way. It's so good. I'm feeling exactly, and this is about as high praise as you can get. I feel the same way about Captain Industry as I did with License Fair Program. The only thing is that it has a much narrower appeal, and that's a bit of a shame, because I know I get a lot of comments that go like, this looks like shit, or I tried it and I hate it, and I'm like, yeah, it's not as straightforward, it's not as hand-holding, but it's so much more rewarding because of all the complexity. So yeah. Do you edit my videos yourself? Yes, I do. I think if you would script it, would be better. I do script it. Did I not just say that I did that? But I don't sit down and write every word I'm gonna say for the next 40 minutes of a Let's Play. Right. And then read it out. That's not how I do it. But I have a pretty clear idea. For Factorio, I don't script it. I do some test things, and I have a general sense, but I don't script it for Factorio. I have notes about what I want to do. Like, okay, I think we need more focus on some stone bricks. And I know, for example, tomorrow, we're going to be finding an underground that was missing in one of the balances that caused a lot of problems. Yeah, well, I mean, you are a zoomer, so I would recommend TikTok. TikTok is probably more to your liking. I love that. I know I'm gonna get into the game, but wow, I get triggered now. Whew. I get the same amount of I get more comments about things that are missing than I get about things being too long. Of course, the people that think it's too long, they just stop watching. Fair enough. But I get a lot of comments that, well, you didn't mention, like, in my overview, I got a comment that was like, you didn't say I had to research mining. I was like, Are you fucking kidding me? Like, did you get stuck in the game because you didn't click the research button and see that, okay, I don't have those trucks that he's driving around. I wonder how I get those trucks. Oh, there's a research. I don't know what to do. Like, it's, come on, right? But, so some things do take time. And if we make it faster, it's going to be less detailed. And then I think it's not going to be my style. Then I think it's much more, I mean this in the best way, much more in a Kibit style. Fast-paced, super scripted, crisp editing. You're not learning anything. You're just entertained, right? If Kibit is showing you a build, then you're gonna be like, oh, that looks cool. Ooh, and then I did this, and whoa. And that's 15 minutes ago. Oh, that's so cool. I have no clue what was done. I have no clue how many nuclear reactors, how many things, how many refining, what was overclocked, how it was built, what the ratio was, how it was getting in, how did you pump it, how did you, like, I have no clue. It was just rapid fire entertainment. And that's not what I do. If I want to do that, I want to make a video. I go, here's the design. This is how I do it. Now I'm going to build this, and then I'm going to zoom forward until I have built it. And then it's going to be a 24-minute video that's super boring, but I actually learned some stuff from it. It's a difference of style, and definitely his fit better for YouTube. But I do what I do. Now I'm going to start that stupid game, because that's why we're here. Stop triggering me. Or please do continue triggering me. And we are in. Don't hit the end stream button this time. Oh, you should have said like usual. Yeah, don't hit end stream. Hypothetically, that would be a thing that you could do. Oh no. Well, it's just nothing there. Well, that was the one bomb we had from yesterday. Not the most epic of events. Is some people don't want to find anything about the game itself, so it's hard to make. Yes, it is hard to make something, and no matter what, it will never fit everyone. Like, for example, I watched Mr. Beast's video, the one Willy Wonka, and I don't understand it. I understand it's entertaining, but I don't understand that the best, like, there's no doubt that what he's doing is correct. Pretty obvious when you get 60 million views in one day, you know what you're doing. But like him building the entire factory and hosting a big event and all of these things, right? And then it becomes a 15-minute video. That's like, it blows my mind that's the optimal way of doing it. Like, you would sort of, if this was, I don't know, if it was a TV show, this is basically putting up the production for a reality show, but instead of a season of 10 episodes of half an hour, then it's just 15 minutes of YouTube fluff, and it's still the right thing to do. So that's the extreme case of just like super compact. Like, we just go in, I mean, some of those sets, we probably saw them for 10 seconds or something, and that's it. And they must have taken weeks to build. And that's the thing that just, it blows my mind that that's the right thing to do. I am never going to question that it is the right thing to do, because 60 million views in one day speaks louder than any backseat engineering here. So yeah, and that's just like, and I know that I could. I've also, like, in our own little domain here. Trupin has been super successful. Really, really awesome to see with those short, gimmicky videos. Super cool videos. And technically, there's nothing that prevents me from doing those kind of videos. You have the hardest part is getting the idea and then sitting down and collecting all that stuff. That's something. Yeah, it's weird. It's just a difference of style, right? And I think it's super amazing. And even if it might be something you could replicate, I wouldn't want to replicate it because it's not my thing. Yeah, so I have a... Oh, okay, that was kind of intense. That's not supposed to happen. I blame chat for that. I was looking at chat, that definitely. Your legs are off. Ah! No shit, that's why this happened. My legs are off. Oh, get out of there.
Oh dear.
Your legs are off. Sentences that don't really make a lot of sense in most contexts. Shouldn't it be... Boop. Okay. Right, so about that whole tutorial thing. I could make a tutorial about mining. By the way, for Captain of Industry, Charlie Pryor has made an excellent tutorial on mining. Excellent. It is so well made. Really, really well made. I mean, it's so crisp. I could do the same, but I would never make it the same quality. Let's get that out of the way. But I also feel that the stuff that... Oh, no, that's not gonna end well.
Oh dear.
How do we make them not follow me? Go here. Let them buy the train. Shit, this is not ending well. No. Ah. Run to the wall. Okay, this is I'm gonna have to come up with a better solution. Weird. Could you just please not just kill everything? We can take that. I wish we had some laser turrets, but I don't think we do. I'll take that one. I get some. Oh, these ones. Oh yeah. That's definitely happening. And that one. And then we go up and get some train going.
Oh dear.
Yeah, shut up. How the hell are we gonna do this? Oh, stop it! There, that's better. Hello, Grandic, thank you. We're just gonna have these protect us a bit. Which might not actually work, but they might just aggro everything around us. That's another option. And we have now 300 things being destroyed. Lovely. Anytime now. Oh, I'm gonna drive past that. That's not gonna end well. Ah! Well, that sucks. Okay, we're gonna need...
Oh dear, there seems to be a little problem with one of your local...
Oh no. Yeah. Don't even know where that's... Oh, thank you for taking care of a few biters here. Just need some place to retreat to. I do have something here. All right. They're actually pretty damn good against these. It's not the fastest, but we still have to figure out where I died. That's there. I don't know where are we? We're far away. Thank you, Baked Beans. Need help with the biters? Yes, I do. Oh, they're gonna retire. It'd be nice if I could find that again. Where the hell are we? Okay, 2 tiles over. Ah, they're dying now. I'm too slow. There it is. Where's the other corpse? Oh, it's here. Yeah, I didn't get all of it. What? Where? What's in my inventory? Where's my... Where is it? There. And then do this. And then take that out. And now we go hunting. Both ways. And now I'll turn on my legs. I don't know why the legs were not there. That would have been fun, getting run over by a train. Before you died, you seem to have turned your leg off. I don't know why, but yes, you're right. Okay, there's something going on this direction. So this is what we're running towards. Something is attacking here. Hello, train. Where is that? Oh, it's like a million miles away. Should have caught a train instead. It's crazy that no one has used this opportunity to just make everything worse. There you are, you little rascal. Oh, we have more. Where are you? Oh, that's my drones that died. And up here. Stop eating trains. And you go refuel. And then that one. That is some distance away. Hey, decent. Thank you very much. Oh, that also kind of is a dead train. You will just go there. Thank you. Where's that? That's not so far away. Let's head to that location first. And where are the trains that broke? Oh, and also, basically, that was Baked Beans and Grundig who were the ones participating in just getting the first little bomb out of the way. And there must be some kind of thing that's jamming, right? I don't know. We'll see. Out of my way. Yes, I did send the sulfur train off. Yep, I went into it and then I hit automatic mode. So it actually makes sense why I died, because I had taken off my legs were off. Okay, let's see. We still have these commands here. That one doesn't help us. That. Okay, this location. I'm gonna mark that location. Here.
Our illustrious champion returns.
And okay, let's head there. What happened? Oh, it was in Cabbage. That was it with the tier 3 sub. Good to see you, St. Cabbage. Never know if you're still around. 41 months. That is very impressive, and all of them on tier 3. Thank you so much for that. And that helps spawn a few biters as well. And thank you, George, also for the 21 months. It's about half the time. Still impressive. And that's one of the things that you can never change that, right? If you...
Tales of our endeavors proliferate.
There. And go forward. Yeah, manual driving, that's not a good idea. That's the train. Hey, Simple Code Writer, thank you very much for the 5 gift subs. And you go that one. Right, do we think we have more broken trains?
Our illustrious champion returns. Welcome home.
I don't think so. I think they're all in automatic mode. And that was Sir Conrad. Thank you for the 33. Off you go, little train. Off you go. Okay. Oh, I was about to say, I think we're good, but we're not. We're not good. Nothing is good. And I also like have a million topics to still go back to in terms of just all the content talk we talked about. Good. Okay, so they're saying there is a block I think I spotted on the top line while you were clicking through them. Yeah, but these two are the ones next to each other. Then we had, that's 2 here, and then the locomotive. That's 1. Cool. Oh, look at that. Everything is stalling because of that. That is... Good. Good thing you mentioned it. And switch here. What? Why is something attacking?
Gesture.
Huh. Weird. And thank you, DSIM, for the click. Let's get out of here before any more clicks. Don't know what the click... that's okay. And we need to go to that place that's kind of broken. Here. Ooh, level 1. Okay, so thanks to Simple Code Writer, I don't know if the DSIM one was in there as well. Let's see if DSIM or Simple Code Writer is neat. Oh, it is. Hey, caboose ND button. I don't know what that means. I guess we lose some copper and everything else, and some light oil. Thank you for. Oops. For that generosity. Oh, and we'll just need you, auto-ray. Don't do that. And you will, however, go here. Go somewhere meaningful. And these 2. Good. Where are we being attacked? All the way out. I'm gonna head all the way out now. And we have fixed everything. It's good. Yeah, that's a very satisfactory bomb. And we have just running straight through. Chunks on substantial chunks. Bombs are what? Why are you not working? Oh, because there's no inbound. Yeah. Okay, that's kind of understandable. And we reached all the way towards the end. And we are not even in our fighting suit here. So annoying that they expand right next to me with their big stupid fighters. Stupid worms here. There you go. They're all dead. Okay. 1 minute on this train. It's a level 1. I mean, that's a thing. Thank you, DSIM. Does that mean you take it back? Nope. Not taking back this one. 1 minute left. 73%. Nope. Right. I don't know. Early hype trains are never all that. Hey, Bartek. Thank you very much for the 1500. Oh, look at that, 93%. Please don't go with the 93%. Someone's got to save me. Someone save me from that. Someone. Thank you, Bartek. Or maybe it went just to 99. Just to 99. Level 2. It's all good. That's trees or research. Those are good ones. And thank you, Dism, also saving me for that one. And that means no, Bartek is now in the lead. Right, I think that I want to clear out some of this. How far do we go? We have 1, 2. We actually have 2 locations we can get. This one is not going to be ideal, but I think we still want it. And these spiders are super annoying. Yeah, 499. Yeah, I mean, you could have done that if you wanted to be the troll. Let's switch to our fighting setup. Yeah. Hello, Prince. Welcome. That's going for the big worms and the spawners. Everything else is kind of irrelevant. Not kind of, but it's absolutely irrelevant. And then we just go a bit out. Maybe take some damage, and then we're ready to go back in. Go. Hey, we're getting closer to that coal deposit actually. Oops. Our illustrious champion. Thank you, Tall Connor. Thank you for the 12 months. You can build something like a power pole in that chunk. I don't know. It seems different from how. Oh, that was a bomb. Ha, it helped. Shouldn't have that many spawners left. I mean, aside from all of these spawners, of course. Quite heavy on the worms here. Replenishing. Will you play Tectonica? Probably. I think it looks interesting. Do I need to take that out? No, not really. I just need to take this little blob out now. These are not respawning these ones because there's nothing to respawn from, so just clear out this blob and then we should be good. Alright, 50 seconds left, only 91%. I deliberately didn't hype this level of the hype train, and then just to see how that would fare, and then it went exactly as I would expect. If I don't mention anything, nothing happens. And let's see. Oh no, yeah, that's not happening. Ah, that means no expansion right now. I thought we could actually. Yeah, it's not into that. It's halfway off. Yeah. No. Sad. 13 seconds. So, Decim and with 5 subs and Bartek with 2 bits. Thank you. Alright, let's fix this one then. Let's work on this one then, and now that that's done. So, Bartek and Decim, what do you want? Up to level 2, you can choose. Relocating the... I still don't make any malls. I don't know. You must have thought you stumbled into Catherine of Sky's stream, so thank you. Research 2. Woo. That's a lot of mining productivity we get here. Okay, so this is 100, and when it goes above 128,000, then this one will be the next free research. All right, what do we want to do here? I think do we want to set up everything and then bring the train in, or do we bring the train in and then set everything up? I think we'll bring in the trains. That's actually good. Yeah, let's try it. I don't know if it's gonna work. Of course it is. Oh, copper's working. Still bombs in queue? Yes, in Cabbage, you are absolutely the master lurker for sure. It's nice to see you once in a while to see that you haven't forgotten and you're just busy elsewhere. I mean, you can't really expect people to hang around as long as that. Appreciate it when it happens, but I can't expect it for sure. Okay. So if anyone said something meaningful they wanted my reply to during all the mayhem and panic, then probably want to mention it again, because I did not see anything. No! 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 Somewhere, one of these has some stone in it. That one. And then we should see all of these going back. Like, nope, that's not what we wanted. We wanted to go in here instead. I'm here just about every day. My favorite guy to mute. So you just for the good looks, I guess. Yeah. I even tried to get a haircut to see if I could summon you. You always notice when I get a haircut, so I had to get a haircut just to see if I could summon you. It kind of worked. You're here now. It's really short. Yeah, it still is. Not much has happened since. Okay, so I guess we just start from here, and this is done. I think we got this is good. This is good. This one's not done. I really don't want to be fixing these things. I just want to accept that they'll be overdoing it a lot. Beacons? 200 beacons. Oh, there you go. Gotta get my 2 million channel points. Ah. Yeah. How many rails do we want? 2,000? Seems good, right? And that's here. Not 100. Probably not. 20. 10. Oh no. Oh, okay, you're just passing by. Well, that's a lot of lubricant that isn't there anymore. Whew. Who knows when I'll be want to flip an emoji. Yes, that's it. Yeah, that's a lot of flipped emojis, that's for sure. Why didn't the funny lady complain this time? Because no trains were blown up. It's only when the trains are blown up. No trains were harmed during the exploding of my base. She is just monitoring. That one.
Welcome back. Your steadfast loyalty is greatly appreciated.
Steadfast loyalty. KLZQCK. Okay, I don't know how to do that, but thank you for the 3 months. This is gonna be 2,000. And how many do we want of these pumps? 50. We've not seen any oil in this, at all. It's gonna take a while to stabilize, but That's copied. This is water. You're just missing the ore. We'll find that eventually. Okay. Copy, paste. There's a lot of things we don't have. So the only good thing is that even if it gets nuked, then at least all of the temporaries, all of the setup has been done. So that'll still remember it when it rebuilds it. Nah. Gets to straight 8. Probably 100 is probably enough. Is it? $200? Yeah. That's actually pretty good numbers. Okay, good. Halfway there, something. More than that. Definitely 200 in case we want to build a global port, or a spaceport. Yes, 100. No, not 100. Hair packs. Nope, 2,000. Okay, 2 rows left. And then I'll insert him somewhere else. Yep, I can't unfortunately ramble on about so much more, so many other things while I do this. I do have to focus a bit, so please bear with me. We'll get back to something else after this is... Oh, that's definitely going to be more than that. some point, all of this crap will be done. I still get comments on my circuit network video like, actually I used use power switches a lot. I'm like, okay. Use your power switches if you like. Ta-da! Everyone's happy. I'm happy at least. Push them back. Good. Ever done speedruns? Yes, he has done speedruns. And you can, there's a speedrun command that you will, someone will, I'm sure they will post it. It's on YouTube, the speedrun. Yep. Did we make, yeah, we did make that. So batteries, you say. Batteries. Not really getting a lot of those. And it's in a special category called Sacred Path category. And I have this world record in the Sacred Path category. That is speedrun that respects the Sacred Path. That not only builds it, but also respects it. There we go. Why is my character walking so slow? Really? Is this slow? I mean, it can go a bit quicker. This is a bit quicker. It's pretty much the same speed as a train, so I don't think that's particularly slow. Right, so now that we have done this part, I think we just need to wait a bit on this one to catch up. It's going to draw a lot of materials in. No, it's still faster, but the time it takes to also sort of go in to the side. And yeah, so what I really want to do is figure out where our bottlenecks are. And if I could figure out like a more structured way of like something I feel is an unsolved problem in Factorio is how many trains do you have in your train network? I think I saw a DLC for Riftbreaker sometime in July. Gonna tackle that? Yes, I already put a video on my YouTube showcasing it. But for some reason, when I made Riftbreaker videos last time, they were super popular. But then I was like, oh, this is gonna be awesome. This is gonna be an awesome video of just I showed some new stuff and yeah, and it's just no views, no views at all. Don't know, don't understand it. So yeah, I expect to tackle it in July. But honestly, the fact that no one seems to care at all about a showcase of the new DLC map is just kind of like, okay, maybe it's not interesting. There's also Industries of Titan. We played that a bit. That is also coming out in the version 1.0 in some time. If I don't have anything else, I'd really like to play that as well. I thought that was a good fun and a bit of a change of pace, and it had a different way of playing than we're used to. So we're not getting that, we're not getting this one, we're not getting this. These are just not coming in. Wonder why. He always brings using things I suggested. Huh? I was the one who suggested bringing light oil pipe outside of your masterclass oil refinery build, and today you finished building RoboHub I suggested last stream. Good. It's good that you feel that way. Though I must say, I wanted to make a RoboHub, and I was gonna make one, and you mentioning it is probably not gonna sway me much. It might have made it sort of, yeah, that's gonna be the next thing. All right then. But it's not like I did not conceive of the notion of a RoboHub before you mentioned it to me. Okay, blue. Blue. Why is blue not working? Ah, because blue is never working. I know, my masterclass video knows that. $13,000. It needs to go to 16. And this one's still going. The living room was a bit overwhelming. There's so much. There's just so much happening. I don't know. It's a quick look into that, but I felt that it just wasn't the usual style of it. That's absolutely true, and my Rift Breaker videos are just not my usual style. Because when you play a survival, you are rushing. It's basically a speed run. You don't have enough time to do all the things that you want to do, so it's really stressful, and that also makes it a lot harder to make, like, okay, let's take a break and watch this and play this and try this, and because everything is just like timed attacks. So the campaign is going to be better and more my style, because we can take it sort of slowly, and then there will be attacks and we'll fight back against those. That's interesting. Why is this so slow? Guess this one's just kind of running out. That would seem to me that we would want to have a... If we could get a station in here. If we could get a station here. Then I could unload stone bricks. No, stone. Because I have another place that loads stone here. And it's not really doing anything. So that could load stone into... here. Then I can shift those. Add 2 more rows. Shift the copper over to these ones. The 4 over here. And then have 4 rows on the side that's for stone bricks, which will go in here and become more stone bricks. So definitely that's going to be more stone bricks. Let's do that. Let's fix that. Pokushan, I have one question. I've come late on yesterday's stream of Captain User. I tried to find out previous streams of the game, but I haven't found them on Twitch. Do you upload them to YouTube? I do indeed. And one of the things that I really should do is upload a upload a 1-minute video on Twitch. You can actually upload videos to Twitch. Yeah, I mean, and then basically go call it the title. If you're looking for VODs from previous live stream, go to YouTube, Nilos TV, and then basically say the same thing in a 1-minute spiel, and then it's gonna be there. Because there's so many people who go there and go, oh, damn, he deleted it. So, Jeff, do you always do all the things that you know you should do? Because I think it's pretty common that we have a lot of things that we should do, but we just don't get around to them because, well, life happens. How many of these are... Trying to find out previous streams, and I only got last night's stream of Captain Industry. Okay, Bogoshan, the way it is, you can either find my videos, my live stream, you can either find them here on Twitch, unless I move them over. I generally move them over on Monday when I do the Twitch recap, because then I mention it, and therefore I should make sure they're there. If they're not on Twitch, then they're absolutely going to be on YouTube. There'll be no exception. It'll be one or the other, I hope. Yeah. Yeah, I need to just get something like this. Looks like it makes sense. Take this out. And let the other ones empty by themselves. Looking good. Can go in and loop around, and I don't know what all that crap is. Don't do things on it. Let's do things the usual way. This is a good unloader, so let's use a good unloader here. Huh. Okay, so that's something. We still need this part. We can still get as much as, well, we can still get all of it. It's really hard to argue that this would be anything except 2 belts. Yeah, it's 2 belts. It's dead. It's dead. We might upgrade it to make it even faster, but that's it. So that actually makes some changes to this part, since it's now only 2 of them that need to go in and become. Okay, I need to take all of this, all of that out. Go away. Don't forget my break. Oh, shoot. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna take a break. Thank you for reminding me. And I have no idea what number it is. Going to be 99. 99 hours of stream. Good. Be back in 2 minutes. Alright, welcome back. Let me just catch up on comments. So, Brain in Black. To spend on masterclasses. Yes, if there is a topic that makes sense to have a masterclass about, but so far I haven't found any. I'm really struggling with fluid distribution in my base. I feel that's going to be too technical to really be particularly interesting. And also don't really know what what to say except like, oh, it's really annoying and difficult and stuff. The topics become more and more sort of specialized. Also, a big part of when we did those, we did the workshops, which was super fun session to do these kind of Factorio workshops. Really interesting, really cool concept, and it definitely attracted a good crowd. But there's a time and a place for things, and well, that time and place is not anymore. I'm also gonna just I don't think there's any more things to realistically do about Factorio. So I mean, we talked about it before. In 4 years we will have design streams for the expansion. In 4 years, yes, something like that. I don't know why I'm even getting this one, since it's not here, nothing on this belt anyway. Yeah, the thing is, like, I don't think that I know a lot of people are finding Factorio now for the first time, or maybe spend a couple of 100 hours in it, then or whatever, and it's like, oh, it's good fun, and that, but I kind of spent my time in Factorio, and I don't think there's a need for that much more time to be spent in Factorio until there's something new. There are lots of interesting games to play, and yeah, I mean, I like playing something that I'm this comfortable with as Factorio, but it has run its course. Right now, the reason why this is fun is because of the interaction, the Twitch interaction. Building yet another base is not particularly interesting. It's interesting because okay, someone rotated this whole thing. It's interesting because it's different, right? And only the different stuff is interesting. Like, I can't make Factorio interesting again. Like, people go like, oh, you should try a blah. And I'm like, yeah, no. It's because I've either have done it or I don't have any interest in it. And I just, it's run its course. If it wasn't for the interaction, the Twitch interaction, I would not play this game. I would not play Factorio. It's very, very, it's that simple. Good evening, Paradise Snow. Rest of Train to Train builds, I mean, they're so niche. They're so niche that there are 7 people who will find them interesting, and those people who find them interesting, they already know it, and therefore they're someone like you, Grundig, and you know it. You might watch the masterclass, but you're not really gonna get that much out of it. And I think that's kind of where we are. So, I mean, it's also quite clear that if it wasn't for all of the hype trains and stuff, I would not be playing Factorio at this point. I'd be playing some other game that had yeah. So that. Because it's a fun challenge and there's good engagement, then it's fun to do. If this was just me building bases for 4 hours, then not really. Just being honest. No path to this location. That kind of makes sense because I kind of have that. No path here. Snut confirmed U3 is not going to be released until June At the earliest. June at the earliest. Well, it's June now, so that's fine. Or do you mean July? Because it is already June, so that doesn't really... Oh, late June. Okay. Sucks. That's sad. I mean, I was kind of also anticipating it because they are pretty good at ramping up the hype as they get closer, and they haven't ramped up the hype, and I didn't know it was just because Snoot had been sick, but it just seemed like, yeah. Oh, that's not gonna be a happy ending. Oh no, no! Oh, look at the 7,000 hours, and I'm still an idiot. Yeah. Deal with that one first. That just made it worse. And there's still some bad stuff here. Whew. Really like early game automation explanations, and I like coming back to let's start automating Let's Play. Thank you. It is. I also really like that, but it's just I can't keep doing the same thing. I mean, if I did that now, how would it be different from that series? Maybe there's still people who are like, yeah, that's awesome. I mean, I think they would, but I also feel that would be... You know what it feels like? It feels like when Mariah Carey releases her greatest hits for the 7th time, and we go like, it's the same shit. You haven't done anything new for the last 20 years. You can't keep releasing greatest hits, can you? And me doing another beginner Factorio series is yet another greatest hits that, well, get on with it. But somehow it works. That's not the point. I mean, it still blows my mind that I have to say it, but I am not optimizing my YouTube experience. What you're seeing on my YouTube channel is not the best I can do. It is, what you see is what I want to release, and then I can hope that it's also going to attract some people, but ultimately it's this stuff that I feel comfortable making, and I feel I enjoy making, because if I had to do something else, then I wouldn't enjoy making it, and then it wouldn't be me. So yeah. Hello Took, thank you for the 38 months. Any bigger mods? I didn't play that. It's the same game. It's the same game. I don't. It's not interesting. I honestly, with games like Dyson Sphere Program and now Captain of Industry, Factorio is a super dated game. It's super dated, and I like it, but it's really hard to objectively argue that it's the best there is on the market, right? Like graphics, features, functionality, performance is the one thing that where Factorio beats everything. And maybe type proud of that about, ooh, no, it's the same game, just extremely slow and super boring. And no, without viewers. I don't want to do that. I mean, come on. I don't. People who suggest Paradance, they just not getting it. Sorry, but from a content creation perspective, you have to, from a viewer perspective, if you want to watch a Pteranodons series, if you do not watch every episode, someone's ruining my base. If you don't watch every episode, then you have no clue what's going on. If I was live streaming it now, you would be looking at, I don't know what that building is. I don't know what those things coming on the build are. I don't even know what that kind of build that is. I don't know what that building is. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that tech that just completed is. I don't know what anything is. Let me find a speed run that I know what is. That's why for streaming, for content creation, it's very difficult to play heavily modded series because people just lose interest. And therefore, it's just, even if I wanted to, then I couldn't do it because there would be no viewers for it. And of course, the number of viewers and engagement is also something that motivates me to keep playing a game. And it's more fun to play a game that you also find is fun. So there's no amount of mods in Factorio that's going to make it interesting. And if it is, then it's some other mods like floors made of lava, for example. That's fun, gimmicky thing, right? Also, please remember that most people who have a lot of playtime in Factorio have hundreds of hours. I have 7,000 hours in Factorio. So whatever you think there is, I've probably done it already. And I have, at the very least, considered doing it. It seems weird that this one is not updated. Good evening, Sonia. Best balance? What balance? Make more green circuits? Don't find that to be a good balance. So it's not that I don't like Factorio. It's an awesome game. Otherwise, I wouldn't have spent that much time in it. I just don't think it has any more time in it. It's like in a marriage, right? At some point, you just wake up next to the same woman and go like, yeah, I kind of feel like banging someone else. Right? That's how marriages work. Skim the move engagement. Just forget it. I mean, again, granted, even if I did that, then if I did sort of, this is new Angel series. Oh, it's gonna be amazing. Like, share, and subscribe. And then 2 episodes in, I abandoned it. And then 2 weeks later, I got like, oh, Ultra Mega Rampart Biter Mayhem series. 2 episodes later, I abandoned it. So I only get the first couple of views. I don't do that. Could do that, but I feel it's dishonest. She does not agree? Yeah, well, in my case, it was my wife who thought that, so. Let's see. What am I doing? I don't know. I want them to go into separate inserters here, or splitters. There. If I do that, then what is the point of doing that in this one? It's the same thing. So basically we make sure that we empty this one first. This mining patch here. And we got the new one in. Good. Probably pretty good. That's not going to be balanced then. Who cares? some stone left on the patch. Oh yeah, some stone left outside of what I take. You're right. So, no. So when it comes to content creation, I do my thing, and it's not particularly effective, but that's okay. It is what it is, and I like doing it, and that's the main part. Because this is kind of not done. If I didn't like doing it, I could probably do something else that would be better. It comes down to, why am I a content creator? I think that's the core of the question. Like, why am I a content creator? I'm a content creator because I fucking love doing it. That's it. It's that simple. I love doing this. So if I then have to compromise that aspect, there's no point for me to be content creator. If I had to play Fortnite because that's the most popular thing, if I had to do clickbait videos, then that would be the thing. Then I'd rather be some kind of agile consultant and lie every day, all day, and then get paid big bucks for that. But I do this because I absolutely love it. Therefore, a lot of the things that are sort of I could be doing better is also very much a choice. What are some other automation games apart from DSP, Satisfactory, Captain of Industry? I mean, I'm taking the ones I like. I think that Oxygen Not Included, super fun as well. Also, you can say that's run its course. This will even out. Okay, so hopefully that fixed this demand here. Unfortunately, there aren't that many. It's also a matter of if there's a game that then is not only fun, but also sort of sufficiently complex that we can dive into it, right? It was mentioned that the copper train seems to be in manual mode. Okay. Let's see if we can find that here. Copper train. It is. Whoop. Thank you. Good spot. Yeah, this is the one up here. Because I parked it. Sweet. I'm super addicted to Oxygen Unclear at the moment. Awesome. I'd like to do it, right? I'd like to play that again because I thought it was super fun to play it. I didn't really mesh with the spaced out DLC. It just kind of, some things about it was good, but other things were not so good. Okay, why are we not having greens? 49. So this is 0 of 1. This is 33, and this is 1 of 1. I have 6 stations, 4 trains. Well, there we have it. Off you go. Do you like Riftbreaker? Would like to see more of it? Yes, I do like Riftbreaker. It's not a factory game. I think it was really falsely advertised as Factorio meets Doom Eternal. I got like, it's neither. It can be a fun game, but it's definitely neither of those. The base building mechanic is so simple because it has to be so simple, because the fighting is so dominant, and then the fighting is also taken up because you also have to go back and build your base. So I think that's super interesting. Red Alert meets Diablo. Okay, I mean, I don't know. I don't know about those. This is something meets something else. All right, good to meet you. What is supposed to be here? Oh, that's the greens. Greens are not doing so hot. There's a tiny bit here. Pillaging. Right, and then the iron somewhere. That one. Yeah. This, oh, okay, so it's actually here, and then it'll be requested all the way into this part. Probably need to request a few more than this. Let's see, the trains here, all the train stops seem to be, oops, to be idle. So that means that it has saturated everything. Nothing seems to be working here, so that's good. Okay, so the hub is now done, saturated, awesome. Just now realized you can feed uranium fuel into miners. Does it make them faster? Nope, just makes them last for 2 hours. And if you put it in and then wait until it starts consuming, then put in another, then it'll last for just about 4 hours. Am I done with re-rising? Yes, I am. Boss fights course were tedious, and I had no fun doing that. That being said, a big part of me giving up so easily was also the fact that I had Captain of Industry coming, so I wasn't going to complete it anyway. I was sort of, I knew how many streams I had left, and I was like, okay, that's it. Now I don't bother anymore because, well, we're going to start another game anyway. So, but I did find it tedious, the corpse run mechanic, as a solo player. It's getting very grindy towards the end. I don't necessarily mind the grindiness. Actually, I did not mind the grindiness. I actually found it to be super nice just in the afternoon, just to sort of record an episode and go like, okay, what am I going to do now? Okay, while it's processing, let me just fire up Re-Rising and then go out on a loop just to sort of this and maybe see if I can find a good candidate for a servant, or then maybe I need a bit more cloth or something like that. And then you sort of always something that is needed. I go, oh, I'm actually kind of running out of leather. Let me just do a round for some more leather, so that I'm on top of that. I actually, I like that. And having the late game just really slow down is also a way to sort of add longevity, so that you can go like, okay, late game, now what? Well, now you just have to farm these very slow materials. Not saying that's a good way, but it's a way to add content to it end game. Diablo Immoral. Yeah. I read a headline about Denmark satisfying electricity demand only using windmills. Yes and no. On the 2 days in a row, on the 27th and 28th, Denmark produced 108% of the demand for electricity in Denmark only using windmills. It's pretty good. It was really windy. Not like massively, but it also shouldn't be massively windy, but it should be windy. And it was. However, it's something that all Danes always go like, well, if we can do it, anyone can. First of all, it's a smaller country, and we are uniquely situated to benefit from wind in a way that no other country is, ironically. First of all, we have the best industry. Have been focusing on that for the last 30-40 years, so there's a lot of industry already there. So there is the industry, there is the political willingness to do that. But actually, we have like the North Sea, that's pretty windy. Everything is close to the sea, so there's lots and lots of windy. It's a very, very windy country, so that's good. But the massive reason why wind power is so good in Denmark is because of Norway. It's ironic. Denmark is connected to Norway, to Sweden, and to Germany. And when the wind is blowing, Denmark produces a shit ton of electricity. And we sell it to Germany, to Norway, to Sweden. It's all good. When the wind is not blowing, then we buy it from Norway primarily from Norway because of the hydroelectricity. Then it's really easy to just turn on and off when the wind is blowing in Denmark or not. So it means that there's a really robust network in Denmark that's been built out for the many years to support windmills because they're really hard on the network. But also we have neighbors that are very flexible in terms of sort of accommodating for windiness and non-windiness, which is incredibly important. Okay, so that's the blue circuit not working. So blue circuit is the reason. Whoa, okay, hello train. So there's the geographic part, but there's also sort of the infrastructure, geopolitical aspects that's also extremely important for why wind energy is so good. Because let's say Norway went like, we also wanted to use wind power. So when the wind is blowing in Denmark, it's probably also windy in Norway. And then we both go like, do you want to buy some electricity? And go like, nah, you want to buy some? Nah, you want to buy some? No. Germany? Right? While when the wind is not blowing, then we both go like, crap. Oh, we ran past the blue. What do you pay per kilowatt hours? Way too much. I can't remember. You can Google it faster than I can. What do you think the Infinity Research mod that enables new research for stack? Don't care about it. I mean, meh. I mean, I think it would be nice if the game included something like that by default. Okay, so everything here is being... So what? As fast as we produce it, or as fast as we pick it up, is as fast as it gets demanded on... Hold on. That doesn't seem...
A gleaming endowment.
Well, I guess our blue circuit isn't gonna be all that anymore. These thank you so much for the 1,000 bits. You are super generous. It took out everything, man. We'll take care of hydro. You do and stuff, basically. Yeah, well, this probably not gonna see a lot of blue circuits anytime soon. That's why we need 2 of every build. I wanted to see... I think there's a problem though, because the yellow signs shouldn't be requesting them in by robot. They should only be requesting them in by train. So why, oh why is it doing that? Here, yeah, don't do that. That's cheating. Cheating in the sense that if I do that, then it will never fill up the train, and if it doesn't fill up the train, well, it's not going to come in by train as we had planned it to do. So we're going to need to let this come in by train, and you are... Oh, wow, I was lucky. It actually just got here, so... you want to go to that one? Let's actually look here. Stations. Did you know there's a search function? Blue doesn't work. I had to do that. Why is there only one? I think I should make a blue circuit. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Oh, no, it can't. It's not done. Well, I'm going to pretend it's done. Where are you going? You're coming to me! Sweet. Yeah, so should we cover that that Diablo Immortal? I actually I watched a bit of I wanted to see it, so I watched Quinn69, very toxic big streamer, the usual type that how you do it, how you're supposed to do it. You yell and have a microphone that's clipping. You're just having very loud music blasting, and you're just throwing memes and yelling at chat, and you know, the usual way that you get the 15,000 users. And then he was running $25 rifts, whatever that meant, but that meant that he had already spent $6,000 on the game, and it was like out 2 days or something. And it looked like a good Diablo game, like blasting and shooting and stuff like that. It felt like a Diablo game, but it's like, oh, I need to get this in order to get that, and then I have to, and every time I do that, then you can do a run, and then, but if you don't pay for this, then you don't get anything. I think it was Asmongold who did like a comparison where did like a paid run, and then it was like sparkle, unique things everywhere, and then did the same run without paying for it, and it was like, not even a single unique, just, hey, here's a pile of gold and a blue item. Like, okay, pretty shitty. So that's yeah. Don't you guys have phone? I mean, everyone can just throw out numbers. You should also think that someone like Quinn or Asmongold, they can throw $10,000 at it, or $20,000 or $30,000 at it, and it's still a good deal for them because it's their content. But someone sitting at home and doing the same thing should not be doing that. That's crazy. They should definitely become a master of the path, and then win some hype trains around here. Much better value for money. Coincident that a bunch of EU consumer rights groups proposed huge restrictions on deceptive exploited game mechanics. That's what goes a millionaire. Yes, of course. Most streamers are. I mean, not most, but any streamer that you've heard of is probably a millionaire. No, is actually. That's a lot more money than people think, especially in sponsorships. Okay, this seems to be working. Is Nero's a millionaire? He was, but then 2022 happened. That's of course including pensions and stuff. Certainly don't make millions. I've never done those for sure. Yeah, millions of what? Well, the good thing is millionaire in Danish crowns is a lot easier. All right, let's have a look at the signs to see if that's working. It doesn't make any sense that I have one loading station and one unloading station for blue circuits. Like, I have one loading station and I have one unloading station. There's no point in having that. I should be making an unloading station as well for here, I think. Let's do that. I think we have to still use, yeah, but not spelled like that. Yes. Pick a member of what is now known as the European Union, but negotiated certain opt-outs such as retain zone currency. That's not really, that's a mixing things up. Because the euro was not at all like that. In a bit of history lessons in that regard. So in 92, the Maastricht Treaty was the one that was sort of forming the European Union. And Denmark voted no. Like, very much no. And it's a dark chapter in Danish history, because as part of that there were riots in the streets, and that's the first time in since Second World War, where the police shot at demonstration. Not the best moment, because that's, yeah, shouldn't have happened. They were woefully unprepared, and that's the most important thing about that. Was that it was those riots and the police not being able to handle the situation. They were getting overwhelmed and they were throwing Molotov cocktails at them, but after that they also changed tactics and they've been much better at handling riots. Not that there have been so many lately, probably because they've been better at handling them. So yeah, but anyway, so we went in after a few rounds of referendums. We went into the European Union, but not part of the military, not part of the judicial system, not part of the euro. And now we just wrote it a week ago to become part of the military collaboration because Russia. Cole is struggling. I'll repeat once more. There's a coal patch under the old hub. Yeah. Okay, let's go take that. Let's go take that out. That's a fine point. I was kind of chasing a blue circuit build, but let's go take a look at what we can do here. The problem with the Danish currency not being part of Europe is that we get all of the disadvantages and none of the advantages of being part of the monetary union. Because Denmark has a fixed currency policy with the euro. That means we must stay with the same exchange rate to the euro. That means as the euro weakens and strengthens, the Danish National Bank have to match that, which means if the Danish crown is under attack, then it's only little Denmark that has to defend it. While if anyone attacks the euro, it's kind of stupid, right? Because it's pretty big currency, so you can't really manipulate the currency, but you can potentially manipulate the Danish currency because it is so much smaller, and it has happened several times, but it has been successfully defended. But that's it's just really impractical to have a currency because we are forced to follow the European standard anyway. So it's only sort of sentimental value and Danish nationalism that's the reason why we want to keep our silly currency. I could maybe see that right when it was going, you could sort of go like, oh, maybe it's not going to work and all these bad things are going to happen. Let's be honest, they didn't happen. I mean, not because of the euro at least. So the unreal fears about, oh, if we have the euro then X will happen, those are kind of not really valid, and probably and never were, but at least now they are proven not to be valid. So not yet. I mean, if something happens and the euro is fucked, I mean, it's not like Denmark goes like, ha ha, the whole of Europe is sinking, but we will be standing here by the end. No, that's not exactly how it works. We'll be like, aha, we'll take a dive with the rest of Europe, because of course we are. Probably not what I want. Happy? I feel like this one should be used for something. It doesn't really matter much, does it? So if coal is struggling, I mean, I have 6 trains. 6 trains, but they're not coming in here, so adding more belts here isn't really gonna happen, gonna do anything. I can add it up there, I guess. It's the only place we can still add stuff. We'll do that. Rode motorbikes around Southeast Asia. When we got to Vietnam, I threw a couple of million in local currency, slapped him in the face with a water gas, and told him just gonna have a 2 million dong. Yeah, well, it sounds like exactly what you'd want to do if you're on a motorcycle vacation with a with a mate. It makes sense. I would probably do the same. Sounds very reasonable. And we just need some inbound here. What if I somehow drag it up here and then somewhere I'm going to find the space for a 8 to 8 splitter. Easier said than done. Yeah. And get, oops, and get it up here. This one then needs to go a bit up. And also doesn't need to do this anymore. Alright. Can you use these resources fast enough? Yes, that's definitely not the problem. Currently it's everything else that's the problem, then consuming it fast enough. Yeah. What? Okay, so that's only 3. Oh well. Here, here, and here. Good. One, two, three, 4. Yes. So that'll get us one more coal station provider. Yep. This loop has no value anymore. Actually it does. It's still producing, but you're right. You're right. Yeah. And some coal in here as well. Yep. This is getting something, and let's have a look at the state of affairs for these trains. Heading, waiting. None of them are standing, so I'm inclined to get one more. Have you ever done a favorite games explanation? I don't know what the favorite games explanation is. Put a few more words on it and then I'll say no. But maybe I'll do it now then. I'd like to get this one out, but that would require a lot of shuffling around somehow. And I'm kind of also like this, it's still like a million miles away from getting anywhere. Yep. Alright, so I'm not retiring this one kind of yet-ish, but maybe I should just take all of these and just set them to 0. So at least we don't get anything new in here. Interesting that the iron train is demanding. Yeah. Okay. So we're not getting anything more in here. How much do we even have of the iron? 28,000. So it's still something. So we'll just let this one chug along. I don't need this space for anything right now because it's also not easy to get trains in here. I could actually start sort of looking at getting trains a bit further in. But there's still some merit here. That will break your train network priority requester will block everything. What? It will? Yeah, it will. Oh, that's so sad that I have to take that out. Hold on. I only have to take that out. Boop. Okay, I'm gonna be parking here while I take a break. 100! Woo! Nice. Let's have a look at that one. Magmarel, Barthok, Ledesium, Nauk, and Aberon, Pyramid Snow, Specking, Calmaran, Starving, Boss, Titos. Yeah, I mean, not a big surprise here with the names on the list. And we'll just go here. Okay, be back in 2 minutes. love YouTube comments. I love it when someone comes in and states facts, dropping some mean facts, and don't and those facts, the only thing those facts expose is your own ignorance. That's my favorite. It is just beautiful, right? It's just beautiful when someone goes like, now this is the way of the world. The earth is flat. Like, oh my god, I'm gonna just look forward to what is the next step. It's on Captain of Industry video. They go like, this whole game is incorrect. It doesn't work because they got it all wrong, because everything revolves around coal. And I'm like, no, it doesn't. It does if you don't transition out of coal, but that's it, right? Have you heard of Reddit? Yes, I've heard of Reddit. I try to not go there. I know that Reddit has there's one thing that Reddit can do better than any other thing. Like, if you are cooking dinner and you are just feeling that it's taking a bit too long to, let's say, boil the water or fry some things, then the best thing you can do to make sure that it gets done instantly is just go on Reddit. And then you have your stuff boiling all over the plate, and your fried thing is now a completely crisp. It's amazing. So if you're, instead of just looking at the water, is it boiling yet? Is it boiling yet? Lifting the lid. No, it's not boiling. No, just go on Reddit. Boop, like that. It's boiling. It's amazing, isn't it? It's the best of the worst the internet has to offer. It's pretty much, yes. It is. I mean, the front page of the internet is a good description. Although it's sort of yeah. Goth food, currents black. Well, if you're barbecuing things, it has to be. It's the 3 Ks in Danish. Meat, that's cool. Coal, it's also okay, and ketchup. So you just have meat, and it has to be burnt to a crisp, and then it tastes like ketchup. That's the essence of barbecuing. Black on the outside and red on the inside. Why are you not working? Did someone, did Decim just blow up my... There. It's working now. And these should not be so aggressively picking things up anymore. Aside from this, it's just taking forever to fill up a train like this here. Well, it's at 15k, so I can jump in the train, live happily ever after. Are you Danish? I think so. To learn what barbecue is. Bear claw. Yeah. And of course, by you asking I'm Danish, then you mean if I'm an overly sweet pastry, then yes, I am an overly sweet pastry. That is, that's exactly what I am. I won't go as far as to call myself a twink, because that's something completely different. I'm also too old and too scruffy looking to be a twink. Twinkie not equal twink. True. Comes from the same thing. Oh, come on. Count to 16,000. You can do it. I'm just sit here, wait for it to count to 16,000, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. Yeah, this is not happening anytime soon. The hub, I'm actually run out of space. Yeah. We are going to... Oh, we're working. We're moving. Woohoo! I know what's going to happen, but I'll let it happen. I'll let you have your moments. I watched Blues of the... Yeah, let me just go on Reddit, and then we'll have a full train in no time. Science died. Yes, science died because blue circuits were too slow, and blues was too slow because someone nuked our blue circuit build, and then it takes some time to sort of cascade through the supply chain. But it is because we don't have yellow signs. Let's have a look. It is the lack of yellow signs. I find your lack of yellow signs disturbing. So, yeah. So, yellow signs is dead because of lack of blue, and lack of blue is because it's relying on the very large buffer that comes in here. And 44, 39. Not impressive. Boop. Good. Now, then the question is, will it be able to fill up before it runs out again? That's just, we'll have to see. And that's also the challenge of converting the other one, this one up here. So we could get a blue station at this point. Out of interest, do you have any offline Factorio bases that you only played single player? No, I don't play offline. The only time I play offline is for testing and preparation. I don't play games for myself. And if I do, then it's preparation. And it's testing something. Would it be cool if it could? Yeah, it could, but it can't. So, no, it wouldn't be cool. I'd love to go into here. It has to be... And that's blue circuit, which will never come in here. This one gets 400 in round. It's gonna be hard pressed to actually get it in here without working. So let's have a look back at the blue. $25 per second. And how much do you need? 10 per second. And this one is one rocket every 1.3 1.35 rockets per minute. 1.35 times 100. That's how many per minute, and divided by 60. That's not much. Really? 2.2 per second? Okay, so we have basically twice as much as we need. So it should be possible to fill this up before the next one. Although, of course, we also need to consider that this one is also potentially using some. Like this one, if it's fully running, it takes 8. It's actually not so much if it only takes 8 here. All right. Okay, so now the yellow signs is working. I'm both surprised and a little disappointed that I could stand literally on top of this part and nothing happened. Yeah. So yellow signs is now working because it's coming in here. Yep. 800 plus 300 coming in, but 800 coming in here, and then no 300 being delivered. Okay. Batteries. Low density is good. I think everything is actually working right now. It's just hard to see what's not working. We'd like to scale up, of course, and also free up some of those materials that are hiding. Like this one is hiding. This copper deposit, I'd like to free that. But it would need to mean that I'd have to find another place for the for this part, which isn't really happening right now. Like the only thing that could sort of be done is I could maybe make the plastic down here, and then this one over here. So like kind of switch them. But no. How is this one coming along? Let's see. All the way over here. It's so ridiculous how far it is. There. Oh, wow. That's not it. I thought it was coming in here. What? Alright, so it's 7,000. Yeah, let's go back to the yellow one. I just remember I was playing Factorio 2 days ago, and I was building my coal factory while suddenly the big spider appeared out of nowhere on the platform, and I almost shat my pants. I knew he was around, but didn't expect him to appear on top of the platform. Yeah, they're fun. They're good for a good jump scare. It's gonna be interesting to see if there will be new enemies. Oh, it's under 2,000. Okay. This one still has 3.5. That's not gonna be good. What if we kind of force it to go there now to this one? Just go like, hey, you really want to come in here, so that it goes in. Yeah, but this is just consuming it so fast. Oh, shoot, I forgot this one. This was also requesting a lot of reds, blues. Oh, that's 11, so that's why it's not keeping up. That's why. It's not gonna keep up. I need another blue. Damn. I built a green one here. Yeah, I mean, new blue build. I have one build left. I mean, this is also why I'm kind of not really moving forward at this point, because I don't have space. So I can't do anything. I can sort of tweak things as well as we can here, but aside from this, it's, well, and look, it's already going back down there. It'll never get into the other one. No. What are your favorite games? Factorio, obviously. Games I play. I don't know. It's there are so many, and it differs. For example, right now I'm a bit full of Factorio, but that doesn't mean that it's not one of my best games ever, right? License to a program. I don't want to go back and play it because there's nothing new, but it's still an absolutely amazing game. Satisfactory. When there's something new, it's going to be super awesome and super amazing to play. So those are kind of the games I'm playing. Those are my favorite games. Oops. It's not like I have any games that are my favorite that I'm never playing. Said you achieved the goal with the series, so it's not over yet. Nope, it's not over. I mean, I was kind of hoping that Satisfactory would be coming out next Tuesday, and that would mean like we'd had today, Thursday, and Sunday for wrapping up this series, but I don't know if that doesn't sound like it's happening based on what has been quoted as a comment by Snoop. So I don't know. I don't know what. I don't know if we should play something else or we should continue this series. It's pretty obvious that I can't really continue this series. Sort of. It has to sort of. Yeah. There has to be something to it, right? And right now it's not like I have another game that I absolutely just really must play. I mean, there's Captain of Industry, but I don't want to play a game. I don't really generally want to play the same game every day, because then I'll burn out on it. And you'll also burn out. So that's why I want to have 2 games. And preferably they should be different in style, right? Don't need to go here. This copper would be nice. This core would be nice. We can take 1 field out, but not 2. Anything out here has to be taken out. And that now completes this level out here. If you can do with 1 less power plant by using efficiency module. Nope, that would not be interesting. That would not be interesting. I didn't like. Let me spend 10 hours on replacing everything with productivity module, speed module, or efficiency modules. And then after it go like, well, the amount of resources we use to craft those is kind of makes the whole thing a moot point. So we have now claimed the next city block here, and we can then start taking this one out. Star as a game mode tried. No, I don't have any interest in that. I don't. No. Too old. Too abstract. It's just one of those games. If you didn't get into it in the beginning, there's no point in joining it now. Generally not interested in playing games that have been out for a long time, because you've already found your content creators that you like playing this game, and then if you know it, you will be annoyed by me playing it so poorly. If you don't like or don't know it, then you're probably not gonna like it either. I mean, you've had your chance to see it anyway, so I just find those like it just seems too late for me to go into games like that. It's generally not how I do things. Good. We got that. We have one location. That's it. So, what are we going to use this? Yeah. But in all seriousness, then... yeah, blues might be a thing. Yeah, it could be like build a copper smelter so we can take... To access the iron, yeah. Or we could build a red circuit so we can access this one. Either is good. There are sort of... I mean... Can also just go back to playing a bit of V-Rising or Chaos Gate, but I think that once you sort of leave a game behind, it's kind of hard to come back to it. So, unless there's something new. I also really, you heard of Junk Punk? Nope, I haven't. Don't think so. I also, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. All my boss cuts are done before going back to V-Rising. That's not really going to be enough. It's the thing is, it's not about the boss guys. I know how to like, even if you have a guide, then you might still need a couple of attempts, and that's the problem, right? Yeah, blues are the bottleneck. Yeah, we can put in a blue belt, a blue thing. The problem with the blue thing is that it actually needs a spare train station, and it does not have a spare train station at this point. There's not even any spare train stations anywhere nearby, except if we get the next one, which seems to be infinitely longer. Do you know Subnautica? It's a piece of shit game. I absolutely hate it. Is that clear enough? I absolutely loathe Subnautica. And I tried it several times. Very short reasoning. I feel that it is a game that prevents you from playing the game. I might seem very technical, but the game is about the survival, exploration, base building, and that's not what I got to do when I played the game. I was just I was choking, starving, thirsting within 15 minutes, and that was all that was there. It was no map and no indication of where to go. I felt like it was just completely aimless. And it's definitely a game that benefits a lot from having a YouTuber to watch who's already played it and knows how to do it, so you can go like, well, the first thing you want to do is get this tool, because this tool will enable you to do this thing. And you really want to go dive here first, because then you can get this part. Because it's just so unfriendly. So I didn't enjoy it. I really felt that it was really preventing me from playing the game. I know a lot of people have very different opinions about it and very different perspective, and that's totally fine. So I think that sometimes I like, for example, in Valheim, you don't have you sort of have like a goal. Or in V-Rising it does it very well, and in that regard. And I think V-Rising does a lot of things really, really well. Like the part about you can do what you want. You can go farm and you can explore and you can do all of these things, and they're all important to do. But you know, the mission is that at some point you're gonna have to kill these bosses. So whether you want to do it now or you want to do it later, that's up to you. But and these are the ones you have to take them in order. But these are the ones, and I really like that because it basically it allows you to roam free, but also says that if you don't know what to do, then here's the direction. And then as you progress in a game, then it works like Factorio, for example. Like Factorio here, we have like when you're playing Factorio, just a beginning. What are you supposed to do? Well, you can always just look at the next science and go like, how do I unlock this? Oh, I need some blue science. Okay, click on the blue science. What do I need to get the blue science? Okay, I need some sulfur, some red circuits, some engines. All right, I'm gonna start working on one of these. Let me take the red circuits because that's also used for other things. All right, then I start working on the red circuits and I can do that. But I could also start sulfur, I could also start engines. So it's my choice, but it tells me the direction. And games that sort of tell you nothing and punish you for choosing wrong, they're not gonna get a lot of my game time. And that's how I felt. Blue's build is small, so probably fit it together with mining. Yeah, but if I also fit it with mining, I still need somewhere to take that station, and this one is a 5-station setup, so that's another little problem. Rimworld is too ugly looking, yeah. Why rob yourself of a game like Subnautica is about exploring and figuring things out as you go along. I don't like it. If you want to go exploring, then I want to go in. Okay, in Elden Ring does it really, really well, because there aren't that many quests, and you kind of know. You basically know. You can see the map. That's important. So you can see the map, so you can see where you can go. You can go. Hey, I want to go there. I don't know what's there, but there's something there, and maybe you find out that's not where you're supposed to go, but you can at least sort of see that you can go there, and you can sort of work your way in a zone and then take the dungeon, and then that's and in the meantime you see like interesting things and go there. And I'm sure that Subnautica does the same thing. But games that kill you in 15 minutes if you don't eat is just stupid. It's just, that's not how people work. It's not how people work. It's not like you die if you don't eat every 15 minutes. So don't make games that do that. And I'm not sort of saying ultra realism, but like, oh, you're dying from hunger because you haven't eaten for 15 minutes. Like, no, no, no. Please don't. There's a few more missing. I die if I don't eat for 50 minutes. Yeah. They kill you for clicking the right thing at the wrong time. Yeah, I mean, that's not... Why would I do it? I play Elden Ring because I play all the Souls games because I find that to be a punishing but very, very fair. Sometimes not fair, but when playing Elden Ring, you know in your heart of hearts that what is impossible right now will be trivial to easy once you learn it. And that's an amazing feeling. That's such an amazing feeling that you know that like it's completely impossible, and in 2 days I'm gonna be no-hitting this. But why is it impossible? And then turns out it wasn't impossible. And now you're no-hitting it. For example, the Crucible Knight in Limgrave. Oh my god, he wrecked me so many times. I just could not deal with him. And then I got annoyed. And then I sat down and I made a video about how to one-shot him with 0 damage, right? Because that's how the game works. And that's punishing in a good way, because you overcome it not with loot boxes, not with grinding, but by actually becoming a better player. So, and other games are like that too. You get the pattern, equip the right skills, and go, wait, I thought this was out. Yeah. I agree in Valheim. I also, in V Rising, yes. And again, in V Rising, if it takes 5 attempts to kill a boss, and then you learn it, and you go like, that's okay. But that shouldn't be 1.5 hours of grind, or 1 hour of grind. Then it should be 20 minutes, or depending on how long the fight is, right? I think in Valheim as well, for example, Bone Mass was like, oh, Bone Mass is so difficult, and then my guide is still like a really solid tank and spank. Do this, and it's completely trivial. And also like Elden Ring Millennia. Yeah, you're not picking those up, are you? No. So how are we gonna get you back into the network? We can't. We can make a station here. Oh, well, I guess I have to. Beggars can't be choosers. Yeah. Yeah. Funny how my hub is right next door and still nothing comes in. Gotta be something, right? Like this, I think. Right, so something I've been thinking about. Since the one thing that sort of seems to make this series come alive is the engagement with the hype trains, the bombs, the biters, that kind of thing. And of course, we can't add bombs and biters to every series. Not that it's been anything in particular here, but today. But it's I'd like to have something for hype trains. That's pretty bad, isn't it? Yeah. Something for hype trains so that the winner of hype trains, or that the collaborative thing for hype trains. And I was sort of kind of thinking, what would be something that we could do sort of in generic things for hype trains, right? Something that would be like my first like idea was that, for example, a level 5 could be a bonus hour of extra streaming, for example. Like, hey, if we get a level 5, then extra hour of streaming. Woohoo! Something like that, right? Something that would be cool to have. That's just an idea. But, you know, could we have something? Would there be an interest to do something like that? Are these robot mistakes just copy pasted from old blue build? What? Like that one? It was because it was already... The old one is working. It's because I have it by default here, and here I moved it on the left side. So basically, I'm thinking, would there be any interest, or would it be interesting to do these kind of things, or anything like that for potentially hype trains in other games? Something that would be interesting to celebrate. And I don't want to go like, I don't know if you watch Sergeant Pepper, but he has his girlfriend put makeup on him as sort of a charity thing. I'm not gonna do that, but I thought that was a fun idea. So it's not that kind of thing, but you know, anything. This is tough. Right. Okay. I have to check if the stream is still live. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong today. I can't get any yeah, stream dead. Yes, exactly. Stream is absolutely dead. Thank you. I don't know. I'm honestly thinking of just wrapping up this stream here at 11 o'clock, because it's so we're not really it's just not working today. I'm just yeah. Oh, this is really uneven now. Yeah, that might be a problem. Or it might not. I was just trying to get some kind of talk going about anything. Oh, it's the blue circuit again. Blue circuit again. What about this one? Ah, this is the reason. This one got some blue circuits. So now these 14,000 should have been over at this location, and now they're missing, and that's why science is completely dead. That means either the one I'm looking at, which is not working. Oh, it's also got wrecked by the 200 bits. Yep. So what do we have here? 4.5, or we can, or it is, where is it? This one? How much? Oh, and then it has to go over here. How much do you have? Let's just get this one in. Trigger it so it gets started. Good. Now it's en route, so that's fine. You can set more train pilot schedule. No, it's I don't want to, because if it doesn't produce enough, priorities are not gonna fix it. If it is producing enough, priorities are not necessary. Do you have a pet? No, I don't. Yeah. I mean, it seems like I should have a cat or a dog or something as just a streaming device, but I don't. Yeah. Time to get a pet. Yeah. Every time I think I want a pet, then I think about some things where like, oh, it would be nice to have a dog and walk the dog, and then it's pouring down today. I'm like, I don't want to bother going out right now, or just picking up dog shit. It's like, I don't want to pick up dog shit. I mean, that doesn't seem like a good hobby for me. Or like having pets and then they're in heat or there's hair everywhere because they like but there's just so many things where I'm like I don't want that hassle. Will this be downloadable? Yes, it's always downloadable for patrons. Patrons can always grab the latest save. Cats are good for low hazard pets. Yeah, except they're sort of all over. All right, I have to take a break. I can hear the kids are talking. They should not be talking at this point. So, be right back. All right, welcome back. Sorry for the impromptu break. And nothing has happened in the meantime, except science has completely died now. Okay. Let's see why. It's probably yellow science. It's always yellow science, isn't it? It is. But didn't we just get a train? Oh, right. We got a train, but it's not departing because it's not full. Can't find anything. There it is, right? Yeah, it's not. Oh, it's actually almost full. Oh, so that brake did something. So when that gets to 16,000, it'll depart by itself, and hopefully it will go somewhere meaningful. Close. One. There. Hot tubs for hype trains. Don't think that's probably the best way to guarantee that there will be one hype train and then never again. Yay, it works. Woo! Okay, so that seems to work as well. Yeah. Let's have a look and see if we can get the science back online. I mean, the base is looking really nice. Like, it's chugging along. It's doing stuff. I don't think we need this. No, we didn't need this one anymore. Like that. But I do. There. 22.5 per second. That's what we wanted. Like that. Perfect. There we go. That's exactly what we wanted. That should be the maximum production. Oh, I must have turned up the volume on my end. How's Denmark these days? Rainy. More blue train and just unlimited powering station. Oh no, absolutely not. There's no reason. It will add nothing to get one more blue train in here. There's so little capacity. It is 25 per second. So what is on the train? 16,000 divided by 25. That means one every 10 minutes, 11 minutes. I don't need two trains to do one every 11 minutes. Hey, Sir Sam, thank you. Okay, where are we? We're down here. It's the yellow signs. It was just working, but now it's not working again. Thank you. Serious Sam. But sorry. No, not sorry. Then you will be able to just manually send trains to unload. Yeah, but that's not something I'm gonna need. Now at least I'll have time to get this back up. Junk Punk. You mentioned it. I'll just look on Steam just to see what it is. I think I've heard it, and my intuition says that I looked at it for 10 seconds and I went like, nope. Now I'm gonna look again and see. It looks nice.
A kind gesture.
Hello, Mr. Emily. It's very early access. Yeah. That's the thing, right? That's the thing, right? With early access, when it's too early access, I should not play it, because most likely I'll play it once, and if I like it, I'll play again. But if I don't like it, then I'm not gonna be like, well, I'll probably like it later on in the stage of early access. Then I'll be like, I'm not gonna like it, so I'm not gonna play it again. Like for example, Astro Colony was I kind of liked it. It was a bit rough around the edges, but then it kind of like the heads of the astronauts fell off and things couldn't sort of click together, and that just meant that when I ended it, I was like, ugh. And that means it's really hard for me to come back to it, because my last experience with it was, ugh. Even though it might be something trivial like heads don't fall off the astronauts anymore. Okay, well that's definitely an improvement. So me playing games too early access is not favorable for anyone. I think this Tectonica thing might be interesting. There was something about it, right? That it doesn't say anything about when. No, it doesn't say anything. Planned release date. This game is not yet available on Steam. Planned release date. Wishlist to be notified. Yeah. It's not a sour taste. Just like it just didn't. Yeah. I think that early small games have to be quite mature. Well, I think all games have to be quite mature when they hit early access the first time, because from a Steam optimization perspective, if you don't get mostly positive, overwhelmingly positive in the beginning, you're fucked. And if your game is full of bugs, then people can't see beyond that generally, and they'll be like, full of bugs, blah.
Our illustrious
Fireballs, thank you for the 14 months. Oh my god, that was like 2 hours ago. I can't believe, I don't think I've ever played Factorio with 2 hours between subscriptions. Yep, that's it's time for us to wrap up Factorio for sure. Yeah, they'll be playing Steam version of Dwarf Fortress. I'm not gonna play Dwarf Fortress. I'm not. Hydroneer. If I played it, I would have played it when it was new. Same with Timberborn and whatever else. So, I'm only playing new games. If I don't get... Might have something to do with it. Nope, it does nothing to do with it. Waffle has his own community. It doesn't matter. It's because this series is done. It's that simple. There's not much more to it, and that's fine, because there isn't much to it. I'm honestly having a bit of a tough time figuring out what we can do, because I can't expand because there's no room to expand. So I can just tinker with stuff that's in the base, and I think I've been tinkering enough by now that I can't really do anything about it. I'm running up against sort of... I've been lucky that there have been some good trains that were sort of, yeah, 2 more blocks, that's awesome. Then we had something to expand to. But honestly, at this point, the base is working pretty well, but it still has some hiccups, for sure. I was kind of hoping we could get it to become more stable now. Hello, thank you, Centurion, for the gift up. Paying forward, the one we got from Osiris. And what is it now? Batteries. Why is it batteries though? I don't understand why its batteries are not working. Guess we'll have to find out. Oh, because I disabled my battery build because it's hub dependent. Oh, that's the stupidest thing ever. That is so stupid. And also accumulators and solar cells. Yep, that's... let's get these online again. Yep, both iron and copper are out. Yeah. Let's see. Now it's also this one. That shuts down everything else until these are serviced. That means iron, copper. Iron should be switching off soon. Nah, it's not. Really good. Thanks for making it. Thank you. Need stone and bricks in here. Yeah. Yes, I do, because it's still the hub. It's still. I don't know. Of course not. We're not getting any greens? Why not? Why not indeed? Maybe that one? Yeah, all the other ones are waiting, so. See here. We are standing, waiting. They're not allowed to go anywhere until this one comes in. And what else? Why is the iron still requesting? Oh, it doesn't have enough? Oh, only 3. Okay. Now the copper comes in as well. Copper should be closer to... No, there's also almost nothing. Hello, DSIM. Thank you for the 200 bits. Like, the point is, like, should I just delete all of this and then make a dedicated build for... what is the dedicated build for? Batteries. Like, this one is the only thing that needs stuff inbound. And doesn't need much. So where is... What's on that one? Greens, of course, greens. What about besiege? I don't know what that is. Yeah, I'm not playing games that are not new. And the reason is the same. If you are interested in it, you would have found someone else to play it, to watch it, playing it. And if it's... and if you're not interested, then you're not going to be interested in when I play it. So don't play games that are not new. Unless I already played it. Of course, there are very few exceptions, but generally. Would a hairstyle Saturday be a good idea? No. I mean, I think I've tried the game before, so... playing it now would be very silly for me. I'm... Kingdom of Dwarves on the list? No. I'm also getting like 10 requests for games I should play, and like I can just have a look at some of the games that I've been asked to play. Skeleton Crew, Final Fantasy 14. Why would they want to sponsor a Final Fantasy 14? I don't know. Nightingale. Oh, they're down here. Business request. And then there's this, a lot of these. Rise of Kingdoms is apparently, I could make a fortune playing Rise of Kingdoms. Apparently lots of requests for that. And then there's the Learning Factory, because like it's probably a good game, but I can't play a game that is cat themed. Nope. Just a big no. Good company. Oh yeah, more mobile games. Mobile game. Yeah, it's just mobile games. Just tons of mobile games. You enjoy EU4? No, I don't play that kind of games. I have no interest in them. And please stop this. This is not what it's... We're not supposed to do this, right? You're not... I'm not asking for game recommendations. Sorry. So, throwing the same Stellaris EU4 for... just asking the same RimWorld. Like, it's not gonna be... If I wanted to play it, I would have played it, alright? If I haven't played it, it's because I don't want to play it. Will be enough content given that Costain is doing smaller updates now? I don't know. I don't know. We can build a new base and we can have fun with it, and we can try something different, and then we can have fun with it. Usually when I come back to Satisfactory, I'm not really expecting much, and then I get caught up in the design. So I'm having a blast with that, right? That's how we found this people. Yeah, I know, Jeff. It's well-meaning, but it's just it's just the same games all the time. And I keep saying the easiest thing for me to say is only new games, because then that shouldn't be mentioning Stellaris or No Man's Sky or Tetris or whatever, because I'm only interested in new games. And I know it's for the best of intentions and probably wanted me to take a look at it. But license to program was, have you heard about this upcoming game? An upcoming game, sure. Yeah. Anyway, it's not working for me tonight. This has been a disaster of a stream, and I'm at a point where I rage quit Factorio. No, of course I'm not, but I'm not having fun. You're not having fun. There's no point, right? There's no point. We're not really in the groove at this point. And next one will be better. There will be no next one. There will be no next Factorio series until the expansion comes out. I can pretty much guarantee you that. I've thought this was fun, but this is also recycled content in the sense that the bombs and biters, which is a super fun mechanic, and I've had a blast with it, but it also just hinges upon having that mechanic actually rolling, and it works because it's me scaling up and then suddenly being disrupted by a hype train and that kind of thing. And if I'm not scaling up and there's no hype trains, then there's really nothing to do at this point in the base, right? There's no challenge, because I have reached my target, and that means the only sort of challenge is when something comes in from the side that sort of forces me to respond to a lot of panic. And that if that's not happening, I can't sit here and sort of wait for that to happen, because that's not going to be fun for anyone. It has to happen organically. So I'd rather just say, something else some other time, right? I hope that makes sense. Ended up in an end of serious depression again. No, it's not an end of serious depression. It's kind of just wrapping up when it's time to wrap up. It was time to wrap up last time, and then it's, yeah. The thing is, it's so the problem is also that if I don't know what to do in my base, then it puts a lot more pressure on the casual conversations and that kind of thing, which is just a bit too strained. I'm not a just chatting streamer, so I'd like to have the game offer a lot of the entertainment, and then I can get distracted with whatever I want to get distracted with. But if there's nothing to do in the game, then there's only a just chatting, and that's just, I need to prepare for that. So we are not going to do Captain Industry. Thank you, Parent. Let us know. One more bomb for the natives. Thank you. The one thing, though, that's going to be very concerning for me is that 80% of my Twitch income is Factorio. And it's pretty clear that when I don't play Factorio, I stream for free. I mean, I don't know how to change that. That's why I was kind of thinking like we could do something with hype trains in other games, because it's really hard to say goodbye to 80% of my income. And I shit you not, it's 80%, sometimes even more. So yeah, 80 to 90. So that's the problem. And if you see another Factorio series, then that's because I need to pay my bills. So we had cholera to cap the industry. No. Anyway, I think I should wrap up before I get too depressed. I think it was a super good series, and I am really proud of how effective the base is. I was in doubt whether I could get to 1,000 signs per minute, and I can. So that's super awesome. I'll continue the Factorio series on YouTube for just a while longer. A bit depends on, of course, on the patrons. And then of course we have tons of other things to do, right? I enjoyed this series a lot. It's just that now it's sort of run its course, so it's not extended more than it needs to. I'm gonna be on the lookout for things to play in upcoming until we can take a look at Satisfactory. So that's interesting. So if you have new games in the genre, then I'll take a look. And yeah, take a look at my Twitch, my Discord schedule to see what's up on Thursday and Sunday. I don't know. There's a new Captain of Industry video on YouTube today. I know, you know what? I had the same thing when I played Dyson Sphere Program and Factorio at the same time. I got Factorio depressed because comparatively it's not a good game. And it's the same thing now with Captain Industry. Factorio is just not as good a game as Captain Industry is. It's just not as challenging, it's not as deep, it's not as sort of aesthetic. And therefore it pales in comparison. And I do love Factorio, but it just pales in comparison. And the same thing was the case when I played Factorio and Dyson Sphere Program at the same time. It did that. So yeah, that's why. Is there already a next plan for streaming Factorio? Yes, when Factorio comes out with an expansion. That's my next stream. Yeah, so anyway, we'll be back with Captain of Industry tomorrow, and then maybe something random on Thursday, or maybe not. I don't know. So thank you all for joining. Thank you for supporting this series. I hope that some of you want to be supporting for new upcoming series and all of that stuff. Previous account, always such a cozy, relaxing vibe. I'm quite broke. Oh, don't worry about it, Applecake. I appreciate it. I appreciate your comment. Sorry, I almost missed it. So have a great evening, and I will see you guys tomorrow for some Captain of Industry. Also check out my video on YouTube, and then we'll see what we can come up with. Sometimes just being open to opportunities is also great. Good night.